Hey everyone, Wander here, and welcome to Clockwork Cleanup. It is a free pipe dream roguelike, and apparently it's very good. I don't know why the developer released this game for free if it's very good, but hey, it just means I want to check it out more. So let's dive in and see how it goes. I don't know, every once in a while I see a free game, I'm like, why not charge like $5 for this? But hey, anyway, the ectoplasmic goo containment vessel sprung a leak, and goo creatures are running amok in the factory. Guide Mac as he fights his way through the monsters to clean up the mess. Mac's actions are defined by spell tiles placed on the grid. Inputs to the spell tiles must be connected to the correct elemental sources to function. Pick up, rotate, and place this flame blast. Okay, R to rotate? Oh, mouse wheel to rotate. Okay, press start to begin combat. They'll fight automatically. Oh, interesting. So is it kind of... I mean, if I can pause, okay. So choose your reward. So we can get Flame Spit, deal 2 damage to the front enemy, charge time 4 seconds, pre-charge 1 second. Firestorm requires fire and air, 4 damage to all enemies, charge time 4.5 seconds, or Meteor, 12 damage to a random enemy, multi-strike, triggers 2 times, charge time 8 seconds. 4 damage to everybody. Meteor seems like it's extremely good. Whereas this one, I might be able to stack on and trigger. I think I'm going to go for Meteor just because it sounds fun. Okay. So we have a T-pipe. Okay, so I'm going to need more pieces if I want to do this kind of thing, but looks like this way we can fire off both Flame Blast and Meteor. So Poison Flask and Bubble Shield. Ah, Bubble Shield's only at the start of combat. So this takes a while to charge, but is going to do probably a ton of damage for... Yep, that's pretty good. So plus 2 damage mod increases damage by 2. Gust. Damage the highest health enemy. I think I'm going to go for this one. Mods modify the behavior of a spell tile. Attach them to the power tile on the grid. Okay. So if I just clank it there. 14 damage to a random enemy. Okay, cool. I might have to move some of these things around, but at least right now Meteor is going to do crazy damage. The thing we're going to need to concern ourselves with is we definitely need some kind of consistent source of shields. Otherwise, I'm going to die. Crystal Barrier. Gain 5 block, charge time 4, Earth. Haste 1 second. Reduce charge time by a second. I think I'm going to go for the Crystal Barrier. The poison isn't particularly amazing. Okay. Is that 15? Oh, Earth attack for 15. Ow. Okay, T-pipe, 2, plus pipe, T-pipe, flame ring. Fired up, do extra damage on the next attack, don't fall in. Ooh. I think I'm gonna go for the plus pipe. For the fourth fight of every wave, you get to take a break in the workshop. Must use one of the stations shown above before returning to work. You can click each tool before making a choice. Okay, so we can merge 2 tiles into 1. Split 1 tile into 2. Rearrange connectors on a tile. Install a mod battery. Heal or... Interesting. Mod battery. Okay. Initially, each tile can only support 2 mod connections. A mod battery increased the limit by 1. Oh. Okay, what does customize? That changes the connectors. Two 1-input tiles into a random 2-input tile with the same elements. Okay. So if I put this one here... Yeah, so I guess we only have so much mod space. Because I could try and combine Poison Flask and Crystal Barrier into one just to see what I would get. Oh. Alternatively, oh, routing pipes cannot be combined. Okay. Well, you know what? This one gets me resources slowly, so let's do these two together. Target self, apply protected. Okay, there we go. Leave workshop. That's bonus damage. Yeah, I mean, that's about as good as I'm going to be able to get it. Yeah, the problem is Meteor takes so long to pull off. Okay. Damage the front enemy, Daze. Another Meteor, Gust. Charging pause while dazed. Only for a second. Oh, it's kind of good. Let's grab the T-pipe, though. I think we're going to have to... try again. Probably. Reflect. 12-second charge time. Ouch. Only reflects one attack, though. Okay, boss is Dear God. Dear God. Okay, oh, I'm just going to speed this up. Dear God's going to destroy me. Yeah, the problem is I'm not able to... Wait, I got him. Okay. Add 2 rows, add 2 columns. Probably 2 grid columns. Tornado. Double wind. Powered for 4 fights before it becomes active. Damage to all enemies. Ooh. So that's kind of good. Bubble shield just... gonna go for that. Okay, I have the T connector. We have a couple of these. Well, I guess this is kind of moot for the moment. So I'm just going to put it there. Unfortunately, oh no, beating the boss did actually heal me. So that's good. Okay, Steam Geyser. Deal 6 damage to the front enemy and heal for half the unblocked damage. Oh, those are pass-through tiles. Is there a way to, like, flip this? Okay. Set this up. Okay, so we have an unlimited number of these 2 pipes. Good to know. So in that case, I'm going to put that there. put this here. There we go. Okay. So now everything is powered. Maybe not well, but it is. Okay, so we've got some healing. It's not great. Oh, wait. Reset. I'm going to put it on this one. Okay. Haste. Rain. Pre-charge 2 seconds. I'm just going to go for haste. I'm just going to slap it there. We'll need some more space. Is that Sonic the Hedgehog? Shadowy Hedgehog. Rapid attacks after a long reload. Retaliates damage when attacks. Ultimate life form. That's funny. Okay. But yeah, we've got healing and some protection. That helps a lot. 7 damage to random enemy. Apply stun. Scald. Weaken and vulnerable. Or 2 T-pipes. Now I think we still have another fight before this becomes active. Double stack mod. Mount or duration of all buffs or debuffs. Another steam geyser. Honestly, the steam geysers are kind of tempting. Okay, so we get a break. So we can install a mod battery. Rearrange connections on the tile. Which actually would be good for this one. Okay, this is proper active now. Okay. I think I'm going to customize this one. Now the question is, how do I want to customize it? I think I might want to just do that. Or maybe this? Okay, so the problem with the meteor is, while it does good damage, it's difficult to pull off. I like this whole wind thing. Okay, good. That's active. Oh. So, big downside here. These are huge. We literally don't have enough room for it with this current setup. Yeah, so I think I'm going to have to wait for another combination. Okay, I'm just going to put that there. We're just going to put both of these boosters on this one. It's a little bit better, but yeah, getting 2 of these steam geysers to fire simultaneously is going to be a bit tricky. Still. Oh boy. Well. Okay, so the tornado is awesome, actually. Stun mod. Underground pipe. I think I'm going to grab the underground pipe. Always added and removed in pairs. After placing the first half, place the second half. Each side can be rotated independently. Yeah, because this charges very quickly. I think I'm still going to keep this one for the heals. Let's see. Target all. Sandstorm. I like the target all mod, but I'm going to leave it there. Boss Lumpy. Yeah, not much I can do about it. Let's just hope for the best. Okay, we're healing. Because, yeah, he only does 5 damage. Oh, is he getting faster? He is, but he was dying anyway. Okay. Do we want 2 more grid columns? Or row columns? I think we want the rows. Dirt shield. So that's a pass-through and gains 3 block. Otherwise, we have a crossover pipe and a special turn pipe. I think I'm going to go for the dirt shield. Question, can I put that there? No, damn. It's fine. Okay. I think I'm going to just remove things for a hot second and figure these things out. Because I really want to get both of these going. Okay. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to get the protected. At least for now. We'll need a T-pipe to pull it off. Otherwise, yeah. Now, damage +2. I think I'm going to put on that one in retrospect. Just because making it so it does that much more damage is probably going to be helpful. And yeah, can I fit anything else in here? I can. So in that case, I can put that there. Cool. I mean, otherwise, we could go for the target all and the haste. Oh, but we're capped. Oof. I think it's still probably worth it, but we might want one of those mod slots anyway. Okay, wind blades. Another haste mod, more T-pipes. I wonder if I can actually combine 2 haste. I'm just going to go for more T. And yeah, we're definitely going to want those mod boosters. Okay, lightning, another T-pipe, T-pipe. Okay, so I can put the T-pipe in. Get back to this. So far, so good. Okay, we're keeping our health up. Mostly. Some of these enemies actually hit really hard. So we have fireworks. Pre-charge 2-second or a windmill. Start of combat applies self-haste. Snag one of those. Okay, so that just increases all of my charge rate by 10. So actually, God, I'd love more of that. Double stack mod, meteor. I'm gonna grab another underground pipe, but I don't really have much of a reason for it. Okay. So that means I'm gonna have to move some things around. Oh, I guess I'm just gonna have to live without that. That's okay. Only so much I can do about it, and that's the one I don't need that much. Okay. Guess I'll just give this one the extra damage. Because yeah, getting the whirlwind to do a decent chunk is good. Pre-charge, underground pipe. Go for another plus. Now, is this the boss fight? Yeah, it was. Ouch. Don't think there's much I can do about that. So let's try another run and see what else I can do with it. The self-healing was good. Let's see. Wind blades, 2 damage, 2 seconds. 5 damage, 5. 3 second, 4. Let's go for wind blades, windmill. Let's see. Yeah, do I want to do burn? Yeah, let's grab these. Okay, we have 1 T-pipe, so I can do the windmill. Because I'd love to be able to do just a bunch of windmills. And see what fun things I can do with that. So the one problem is I do not have any defense. Blender. Boost the strength of other elements. Each element can be boosted. Okay, wait. Requires input of water plus 1 or more other elements. Boost the strength of the other elements. Each element can be boosted for up to 2 consecutive fights before a 1-turn cooldown. Huh. Rain. Weakens enemies. I guess I'm gonna go for rain. Though I'm not excited about it. Oh, reset. It would help if I put the rain, you know, on the correct enemy. So haste 1 second mod. Reduce charge time just by a second. Oh. So 2 damage every second. That's good. Unfortunately, without good durability, we are going to be burning here. Kudzu. Kudzu vines will grow into empty squares after each fight. The strength of this tile increases with every vine. Moving this tile will destroy all vines. 4 damage to the front enemy. Charge 7 seconds. At start of combat gains block. If I put that here, what does this do? Charge time is still a second. Alright, that'll just have to do. Okay, crystal barrier. 5 block. Tempting. Damage plus 2 or dazed. All of these are very good. I think I'm actually going to grab the crystal barrier. Okay, that got it down to 2 seconds, which is actually kind of tempting. Yeah, only increases mod limit by 1 though. That's rough. So I could transmute these two together? I think so. Let's see if this gives me what I'm looking for. Scald. I'll take it. Not amazingly what I want, but I'll take it all the same. Well, it does give them all weak and invulnerable. I don't think this does damage, though. However, making this thing fire really fast is working out insanely well for me. Flame Spit. Yeah, I'll take it. Because that should give me a little bit of bonus damage. Because right now we've got kind of our defense not solved. But we're able to tank up a fair bit. So we have a target all. We have a reflect. Probably just going to grab the that. Okay, so the one problem is this guy does do a 30 damage beam, which is going to be a little tricky. Because I can only take half of that off. But maybe I'll be okay. Yeah, actually we're tanking it. The speed shield is doing exactly what I was hoping for. My main problem is I just do not do much damage. We might want to look into status effects. Let's see. What's the most valuable here? I prefer that. So we could do Wind Blades, Precharge, or a Water Splash. I'm going to go for the Water Splash. I'll have to move some of these things around, but at least right now I'm not using any of these spots. Yeah, just having a bunch of these really convenient little pass-throughs for damage seems pretty good. Let's see, underground pipe, T-pipes. Let's go T-pipes. We don't have any of them. Yeah, because I have plenty of shields, so they can't get through it. Okay, pre-charge 2 seconds. Laser. Heat increases by 1 after every fight. Heat lowers by 2 when unpowered. Heat reduces charge time. Running a laser at max heat will burn out. In burnout, laser will be unusable till heat reaches 0. Seems okay. Get another crystal barrier. Look, I'm just going to get through this by just having beef chonk amounts of shields. Good luck getting through me, silly fake hedgehog. Okay, weaken mod. Sandstorm. Or a water splash. Okay. Seems a little silly, but that's okay. Yeah, I just want to have a bunch of these random small abilities that aren't particularly amazing. But aren't terrible. Let's see, more T-pipes, more T-pipes. Okay, what do we want to do here? Sad part is kind of tempting to get the mod booster at this point. Because I don't think there's much else I want to grab right now. Oh, we actually took a hit from something. That is unusual. Yeah, so we stack an kind of insane amount of regular debuffs. They don't stick around, though, which is a surprise. Stun. I think I care about any of these. Okay, we're staying hale and hearty. If only this actually did damage to enemies, or like poisoned them. Let's see, 5 damage to the front enemy. Yeah, I'll take it. Boss is lumpy. Tell me what's new. And just having a bunch of these like small little moves isn't a bad idea for just like doing a bunch of basic hits. Because we don't need to do a ton of damage. Well, I mean, we do. Namely, this just means I'll burn them down slowly. I don't have to go for big hits to win, I guess is the easy way of putting it. I like this. Normally I'm like, pipe dream, but they did a really good job of making this interesting. So Wind Buffet, 1 damage to a random enemy, tempting Icicle. Or, yeah, let's go for Wind Buffet. I'm liking these little pass-through pipes. So the one problem I am looking at, potentially, is just the fact that there are a lot of these. Let's go for the crossover and the double turn. Kudzu is kind of tempting, but I'd have to be willing to, like, sack an amount of my build for it. I'm not sure if I'm ready for that. What we're really looking for is, like, a good water and or fire to add to the mix, because I'm currently sitting on not too many of those. 2 random pass-through. Oh, the random pass-through tiles are just, like... Oh, that's actually quite good. Haste mod is tempting, but yeah, let's go for the pass-through. So we get a water splash. And we get a wind buffet. Yeah, I think the random pass-through tiles are, like, actually very tempting. They don't, once again, do a ton of damage, but they don't need to. Okay, bubble shield, another crystal barrier. I'm nothing if not consistent. Yeah, just good luck getting through me. This is like the most basic build I could go for. Just death by 1,000 cuts. Amount or duration of all buffs and debuffs. There is still the blender and dazed. I just don't care. I'll grab the double stack mod, but I don't know how to feel about it. Unless I can cut it. Like, I'm not keen on it. But it's not insanely bad. Okay. So that means I can slot that in now. I'd like to find some better ones. But at least now we apply that much more vulnerability and weaken to these guys. You know, this is going to sound silly, but I could do this. No. It has to be on something big enough. Interesting. Okay, and this is the guy that killed me the last time. He just did a ton of damage. Not enough to stop this, though. Yeah, we're just applying, like, goofy amounts of weaken and daze stacks to him, to the point where he cannot get through my massive amount of shields. Magma Fissure. Damage increases by 8 after every attack. Ooh. That's really good. I think I'll grab it, but I don't know if I'm going to use it. Is my problem. I could, though. Oh. I'm just going to take that out for the time being. Okay, so that's hooked up. Okay. So that's at least set for now. Get that there. And yeah, I just don't have enough pluses at the moment to get the rest of these going. There we go. We can at least do that. All right. So now we do small amounts of damage. This scales up, which is going to make killing the boss so much easier, and I've got plenty of shields. Yeah, this thing's insanely good. To the point where, go with those, get another T-pipe. This is insanely good to the point where I'd actually want to boost it. I don't think I want to take away from my defensive capabilities. But if we can get any of those haste mods, this thing is going to be incredibly good. I should have probably picked it earlier. I was given the option. Cooling system. Tiles adjacent to this cool faster. That's incredibly tempting, but it is a giant pain in the ass. I think I'm going to grab it anyway. I just don't know how to fit it. We'll just have to deal without it for a second. Okay. Move these down. Move this here. Put another one of these there. Okay, cool. Anything else I think I can do? Yes. Because we can put a T-pipe there, grab this. So if we can get another, like, little one-off wind thing, that wouldn't be a bad idea. This is getting the bonus. I don't think there's really much I'd want to move in. I mean, I guess if I wanted to be silly, I could put this here. Okay, good enough. So this reduces these things cooldown down to 3 seconds and makes this thing, yeah, 4.5. It'd be tempting to put the haste mod on it, but I think we leave it for now. Okay, my shields are looking great. And yeah, this thing scales in damage in such a good way. Let's see. Rain. Another water splash. Because I can just fit those in. Alright, so I think at this point we've become properly unstoppable in a very satisfying way. I do not know how long these runs are, but it's feeling good. Let's see. I'm gonna go for another crossover double turn. I don't know how many of those we need. Oh, it's just 3 Shadow the Hedgehogs plus the Deer Boss. Wow. The escalation on this is pretty good, actually. Okay. Kudzu. I'm gonna grab the Kudzu. I don't think we're gonna use it, though. Not yet, anyway. Would I customize anything here? Not really. Because I could customize this one to try and get the mod on. We could also just deal without Scald. But I don't think it's gonna work. At least for now. Because yeah, I could potentially try and get another one of these in, but it would get rid of that. Get rid of that. Yeah, because this takes up way too much of the board. I think I'm fine mod slot wise. Look at Scavenge. Random spell tile. Mod tile. Take a mod tile. What does this one do? Time steal. Okay. I can't do anything with it yet. Reduces the charge rate of input tile left by 50%. Increase. Okay. We don't have a... Okay, so that's insanely good. The main problem is getting this to work. It's currently... Oh. Yeah, its positioning is particularly terrible for what I want to do here. Really wish there was a way I could, like, undo all this placement jazz that I've done. Okay. Because if I could flip this one... Really wish you could flip tiles, actually. Just in general, I think that would actually be a huge booster. At least I mostly remember what my overall setup is. So, yeah, I could potentially get this thing's cooldown down to, like, almost nothing. I don't need it at the moment, but I do like it. I mean, that's good. Just makes it so Scald triggers more. Namely, just kind of useful from a weakening and making enemies incredibly vulnerable situation. Okay, 2 random paths throughs. Oh, I'm just gonna keep taking them. Yeah, pass-through pipes are like the bread and butter damage that turns out this build actually kind of needed. I guess it didn't. Let's just get another T-pipe. Boss, giant hat. Well, that's a fun lad. What's your deal? Hits for big damage after a warm-up period. Must be for a large head. It does hit for a lot. Oh, of course, it's a reference to the giant stone head. Okay. So I could go for another haste mod for ultra speed. I guess I'm gonna snag that. Problem is, yeah. Oh no, we can slot it in. Alright, so now this means I gain 1 block every second. That's pretty good. And I guess I could sneak the Kudzu in. Be a little scuffed. Okay, Flame Burst, Water Spout. I don't think we benefit from Water Spout at all. Oh, this is still on the board. Oops. How many mods am I allowed to have? Apparently an amount. So the problem is what I need is a fire pass-through that goes right here. Alternatively, this'll do it. Okay, cooldown is down to 2.9. That's pretty good. 2.4. Yeah, so it's probably better to just go for the percentile reductions instead. Guess I'll just put that there just so I can keep using this. So we're not going to get as many buffs, however, this is going to be firing off every 3 seconds, which is insanely good. And we don't really need them to have the buffs or the debuffs, it's just kind of nice. Quicksand. Oh. Start of combat, targets all enemies, apply -1 strength. Oh, shit, that's good. Just... where the hell, how the hell would I even fit this in? I think I'm just gonna keep it. I guess honestly -1 strength isn't particularly good if some of the enemies are hitting me for 30 plus 35. Random pass-throughs. Earth. And that's okay. We can't get the other... we could get the other one. Feels like overkill, but hey. Oh, and Dirt Shield straight up is just giving me extra defense. Poison Spores. Poison's a random enemy. Poison mod. I think I'm just going to grab the T-pipe. The main problem is mostly just don't have enough space. I think we just scavenge for another mod. Not a particularly good one, but it's fine. We don't need it. We have become ridiculous. I love how we have a staff that is also a mop. There's something about that that's just very funny. Another time steal mod? Tempting. Because I might be able to reroute it, now that I'm thinking about it. Because if I could reroute it, its targets, like angle it so it's pointed upwards or something like that, that would be incredible. Because then I could potentially steal from one of these. The target all mod is also extremely tempting. Because making this thing target all would be very fun. Okay, boss. Smiles McGee, summons and buffs weenies, wants to be friends. Okay. Let's see, we have another pass through here, but I can't do much with it. So this is going to make it so this does less damage. However, it'll wipe out all the weenies, which is probably good. Really wish I could see my current mod capacity. Because I don't think I see that anywhere. Oh, we can see my stats. That's fun. Okay, I made the correct call. Yeah, having this thing just hit everything. That is extremely useful. That's a fun little game. It very much is still borrowing ideas from, like, Slay the Spire and whatnot, but on the flip side, that was fun. Yeah, it's like somewhere between, well, I mean, I'd actually say even beyond Slay the Spire, Backpack Hero is probably the better analog. And it works. It works well. It actually, oh yeah, isn't there straight up a character in Backpack Hero that does a little bit of pipe dream stuff? This feels like that, but actually fully featured and fun. I really like this one. I'm on it. Like I said at the very beginning of the video, I'm actually kind of sad that I can't pay for like a more fully featured version. Hey dev, if you want to make a Clockwork cleanup too, or like just substantiate this a little bit more for like more modifications and whatnot, I'd love that. I think the one thing I'd love to be able to do is more mods. I know that breaks the balance of the game, but like I didn't like having to sacrifice so much space on my board to add more modifiers to my modules. I'd much rather that the modifiers be weaker on average, but you can like combine them and upgrade them and improve them in interesting ways for like further synergies and whatnot, and just kind of scale the game to compensate with that, because it did feel like I was sacrificing a lot for a lot of power for sure, but in a way that I was kind of like, yeah, but I'd love to be able to play around more. Oh, I wonder if the mod capacity, it's not limited to the number of mods, it's the number of things that can be modded. I think there was a tutorial pop-up for that, but it went away way too fast. Anywho, one way or another, everything about this is a lot of fun, and I do wonder about the build variety on it. I didn't see a whole lot of things that really gave you a whole lot of defenses, so it does kind of feel like going hard Crystal Barrier was kind of the way, but who knows, maybe there's more stuff that I haven't even seen yet. But yeah, I'd love to play more of this game, and I probably will. Not anytime soon. I think this is going to be one of those games that just pop up every once in a while and be like, yeah, this game was fun. And I'll just have my fingers crossed that we get a deeper, more fully featured version, because this was stinking good. Anyway, with all that said, I might as well mention that Clockwork Cleanup is available on Steam for free, so if you want to play it yourselves, just follow the link in the description below. It is a good time. And yeah, I'm sure there's a bunch of builds that I haven't tried yet that I'd highly recommend checking out. Well, for now at least, I guess if you like this video in any way, shape, or form, leave me a like, it helps more than you know, and if you want to see more rad new games every single day, then hit subscribe because I got tons to check out and show off. But for now, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time.